Well folks, 2018 is here, and just in time for your New Year's resolution to spend less time on the couch, there is a whole heap of new content coming to Netflix in the US this January. We'll run down a few favorites of ours, but if you're hoping for something else, we'll also roll the full list at the end of the video. Christmas is over and everyone is sick of it, so for some inexplicable reason, Netflix decided to stream Love Actually this month. And in any case, if you've never given this raunchy rom-com a spin, it's got an incredible cast. Professor Snape, Bilbo Baggins, Carl Grimes, Qui-Gon Jinn, Mr. Bean, and even Elizabeth Swann from Pirates of the Caribbean. They all make appearances. Take a drink every time you recognize someone from your favorite cinematic universe. If you missed it when it first dropped last month, Bright is one of Netflix's most ambitious projects to date. It's a hard-boiled crime drama set in South Central LA, but it's got magical creatures in it. Starring Will Smith as a human cop, Joel Edgerton as his orc partner, and directed by David Ayer, who's no stranger to gritty inner-city drama. Having been behind End of Watch and Training Day, this is definitely worth checking out if you haven't already. Speaking of Training Day, that's also hitting Netflix this month. You like to get wet? Butt naked? Because Training Day is an awesome movie, and that reference will only make sense if you've seen it. The film follows straight-laced cop played by Ethan Hawke as his new partner Denzel Washington shows him the ropes and doesn't exactly do things by the book. While we're talking about cops and crooks and all that, did you know The Shawshank Redemption has been IMDb's highest-rated movie for like 15 years? It's certainly a good movie, but best ever? Well, you be the judge, and hey, if you've already seen it, put it on in the background on repeat. It'll just be like 90s cable TV. January is one of the darkest times of the year, but thankfully, it's probably not as dark as Alaska, the land of the vampires. At least that's where they live in 30 Days of Night, the comic book turned horror movie where a small town stuck in complete darkness has to fend off a bunch of bloodsuckers. Binge-watching shows is all very well and good, but why not binge-watch some long-running movie series? This month, Netflix is also getting a pile of Bat films, including Batman, Batman Returns, Batman Forever, Batman and Robin, and Batman Begins, but sadly no Dark Knight or Dark Knight Rising. On top of that, they've also added the Godfather Trilogy and the Lethal Weapon Trilogy, as well as Lethal Weapon 4, which doesn't count because Mel Gibson cuts his mullet. And finally, 5 complete Bring It On movies. Yes, that's right, they made 5 of them. Bring It On Again, Bring It On, All or Nothing, Bring It On, In It to Win It, Bring It On, Fight to the Finish. I know what you're thinking. They made 5 of these movies? Wrong. They made 6, but only 5 of them are coming to Netflix. Anyway, Netflix is ringing in 2018 with a whole pile of new stuff to stare at on your screen of choice, and as always, here is the full list of new releases for the US. For all your movie and TV updates, be sure to keep it right here on IGN.